Bringing you the latest regarding the earthquake that just occurred a few hours ago in the U.S., recorded as the second most powerful quake, a magnitude of 5.8 earthquake struck Virginia, 88 miles southwest of Washington at 1:51 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Felt by millions of people on the East Coast, evacuations were carried out at office buildings and monuments in the nation's capital. So far, no major injuries have been reported. 美国的 Virginia 在台湾时间凌晨发生规模5.8的地震，连 New York 跟 Washington 都可以感受到摇晃。Now taking you to Libya, the rebels were rejoicing earlier for supposedly overthrowing the tyrant Muammar Gaddafi, who ruled the nation for 42 years, and for also taking control of most of Tripoli while capturing 3 of Gaddafi's sons. 就在反叛军庆祝的时候，本来传出 Gaddafi 的3个儿子都被捕，但昨天发现大儿子被救走，二儿子则在媒体前露面，他说会继续带领利比亚人民奋战。However, the climatic showdown between the rebels and the pro-Gaddafi forces seemed to take a turn after one of Gaddafi's sons, Saif Gaddafi, appeared at a Tripoli hotel, while another son, Mohammed Gaddafi, reportedly escaped from opposition custody. Saif Gaddafi, who is wanted on war crimes, charged by the International Criminal Court, said that his father and his sisters were safe in Tripoli and that their troops had broken the back of the rebels. It is still unclear whether the rebels have Gaddafi's third son, Saadi Gaddafi. With fights continuing on in various areas around Tripoli, the road to restoring order, rebuilding a society, and re-establishing an effective government in Libya appears to be more arduous than ever. And now to news in Asia. A year has passed since the deadly bus hijacking in the Philippines, and the families of the Hong Kong tourists are gathering together to remember their loved ones at the Manila ceremony. Although the victims haven't received a formal apology from the government, the authorities said that they have learned some tough lessons and have made improvements following the tragedy. 昨天是香港游客在菲律宾被挟持惨案的1周年，罹难游客的家属在 Manila 举行了纪念仪式，但是他们还是等不到政府的道歉。
Philippines President Benigno Aquino said although he regrets the handling of a deadly bus hijack 1 year ago, he can't very well apologize for it. Aquino made the remarks during a news conference on the 1-year anniversary of the botched rescue attempt.
We deeply regret what has transpired. Apology connotes that the state did them grievous harm. I don't think that is correct. This was the act of one man. The same token that some of our citizens have been affected elsewhere in the world. We do not blame the entire population.
On August 23rd last year, a former police officer, disgruntled over losing his job, took over a tour bus filled with Chinese tourists and demanded his job back. For hours, the world watched a live broadcast of the unfolding events and the subsequent failed attempt by Filipino police to intervene without the loss of life. 9 people were killed in the incident, including the gunman. 1 year on, families of the victims remember their loved ones in a ceremony in Manila. Police say they've made improvements and learned some tough lessons.
There's been a lot of change. For one, we realized there were lapses, and there were lessons learned. There are a lot of things we are correcting, and there have been a lot of improvements.
An investigation into the hijacking by the Filipino government showed poor planning on the part of the hostage negotiators and police.
And to lighter news, do you consider yourself to be a good driver? Like most people, your answer would be a yes. But according to experts, many of us have a double standard when it comes to rating others on the road. 下面带来看一个很有趣的研究，据说有2/3的美国人都认为自己是很好的驾驶，但是很多人却又承认他们的开车习惯其实不是很好。有4/5的人曾经疲劳驾驶，还有3/4的人会开车的时候传简讯或是 email。
According to a recent survey, 2/3 of Americans believe that they are good drivers, and many of them rate others as poor drivers. However, interestingly, many of the drivers admit to carrying out unsafe driving practices. 45% of drivers have driven while they are very tired, while 15% of drivers have driven while intoxicated. 34% of drivers have sent a text message or email when they are behind the wheel. So why do we blame other people for their bad driving habits but excuse ourselves for the same behavior? Psychologists say that it's because we often blame our own behavior on circumstances such as running late for an appointment, and we blame others' behavior on general characteristics such as he must be a bad driver. Furthermore, experts indicate that most people think it's not a big deal to occasionally violate traffic laws, such as running through a red light or talking on the phone when driving. However, experts say that attitude can be potentially deadly. While over 30,000 people die in car crashes every year and hundreds of thousands more injured, experts are suggesting people to pay more attention to their driving for the sake of their own safety and others.
Apes are finally backing down, so who's the new champ on this weekend's box office? 这一周的北美票房冠军换人当，决战星球变成了第2名。本周还有一些新片，包括新版本的《王子之剑》，还有 Colin Farrell 的演的《吸血鬼就在隔壁》。现在我们一起来看看吧。
Though Colin Farrell's latest film, Fright Night, had an underwhelming start, it still made it into the 5th spot on the chart, earning $8.3 million. However, the figures appear to be a bit low for a $30 million film, and we can't help but wonder if Farrell is just not the type of vampire that girls find attractive.
Hey guy, you got a lot on your shoulders for a kid. Your mom and your girl. It's on you to look out for them. You up for that, guy?
Mr. Vincent, I need your expertise.
You want to know how to kill a vampire? Seriously.
You're gonna need
An army.
You bit off more than you can chew.
Oh, God.
Number 4 goes to the latest 3D version of the Conan the Barbarian, which raked in $10 million on its first weekend. With the same title as 1982 movie played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, the tale depicts Conan's journey to avenge the murder of his father and the slaughter of his village. As the modern version of the film, audience can expect more bloodshed, more sword fight, and more action.
New master.
Allah raises the souls of the unspeakably evil.
You're sought to enslave all of Hyboria.
The Spy Kids, All the Time in the World, is enjoying a terrific weekend at number 3, while taking in $12 million. The kid flick is said to have pulled in 67% female viewers and 65% kids under the age of 12. And the apes are no longer holding the crown. Rise of the Planet of the Apes has stepped down to the 2nd place, grossing in $16.3 million on its 3rd weekend. The robust holdover drama, The Help, climbed to number 1 with an estimated $20.5 million, earning a rare A+ cinema score from delighted moviegoers. The Help also marked the first time since early January that a movie has risen to number 1 after previously debuting lower.
It's all about saving the planet for actor Leonardo DiCaprio. As the highest-paid actor in Hollywood, DiCaprio is showing his love for his girlfriend, actress Blake Lively, by giving her the key, not to his nice apartment or for a fancy ride, but for the eco-friendly Prius. Leonardo DiCaprio 除了是最会赚钱的明星，他也很注重环保的议题。最近他为女朋友买了一台油电混合车，非常的 green。
Leonardo DiCaprio is not only known for his successful acting career, but also for his dedication in bringing awareness to the public about the environmental problems. In 2007, Leonardo wrote, produced and narrated a documentary, The 11th Hour, in the hope to raise public awareness on the issue of global warming and to spread the message that mankind is the cause of the environmental crisis. In addition to running a foundation to educate people, the highest-paid Hollywood actor is also living a green life himself. As one of the first Hollywood stars to buy a Prius, sources say that DiCaprio is further influencing others by buying another eco-friendly car for his girlfriend, Blake Lively. Calling it a step in the right direction, the star paid over $40,000 for the new black hybrid vehicle. Sources indicated that the Inception star was horrified to find out that Lively was driving around Los Angeles in a gas-guzzling Range Rover, which uses twice as much gas than DiCaprio's choice.
Passion play actress Megan Fox's total tattoo count remains the same even after revealing that she's removing her tattoo of Marilyn Monroe from her right forearm. Megan Fox 说要把手上的 Marilyn Monroe 的刺青去除掉，不过她又用了一个新的刺青，这次又是为了哪位演员呢？ The 25-year-old actress, who hasn't starred in major movies after being booted from the Transformers film series, has been getting laser treatments to get rid of her Marilyn Monroe tattoo. She said it is a negative character as she suffered from personality disorders and was bipolar. "I don't want to attract this kind of negative energy in my life." However, the star has recently added a new one to her arrays of tattoos in honoring her Passion Play co-star, Mickey Rourke, who she greatly admires. Fox said, "Mickey is such a beautiful, wonderful human being. He's so genuine and so sweet and so talented. I just love him to death." Fox went under the needle to pay tribute to Rourke through these words on the right side of her ribcage. "Those who danced were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music." Despite their close bond, their collaborative flick failed to score big in the box office. Fox is currently working on Judge Apatow's new film This Is 40 with Jason Segel, which is set to be a spin-off of the 2007 comedy Knocked Up, starring Seth Rogen and Katherine Heigl.